So welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. In this video, we're taking a look at some of the bearish and bullish cases, a few different opinions here, and some updates from the latest news and ongoings in the crypto market, relating mainly to the things that I'm interested in. And I'm sure most of you are interested in as well if you are subscribed. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do subscribe. It will help me out. I want to get to 30k subs ASAP. Also, further to this, in the description, check out the link to Patreon. We had a really good Zoom call today. We're starting to outline the cryptocurrencies I'm trying to accumulate during this bearish trend in anticipation for the next leg of the market. I'm looking to prepare for the next years to come, and I want to get in good coins early before the masses hear about them. That is my thesis on the market. So do check out that in the description down below, patreon.com/cryptotube. We have bi-weekly Zoom calls where you can speak to me directly or just listen back in podcast form, totally up to you. But let's just jump into today's video. But first, we do have a quick word from our sponsor. Today's video sponsor is crypto.com. I utilize this app almost every day. I use it as my fiat off and on ramp. You can simply purchase with a debit or credit card, or even better, complete a bank transfer for absolutely free. You can also use their in-app staking service, the Earn feature, to earn a passive income on your cryptocurrency. And make sure you check out their Visa debit card. I utilize this for 2% cash back on my purchases, and I also get a full rebate on my Spotify subscription. You can sign up via the link down below in the pinned comment and utilize my referral code cryptotube, all one word, for a nice bonus. So today the crypto market has had a very nice relief rally and a bounce from those lows. Low 35k, now we're back up to over $39,000, pushing towards the magical round number of 40k. Essentially, this has been due to a load of short liquidations. This means a lot of people were piling on, seeing the Russia news and anticipating further downside and pretty much World War III, which would see us dump considerably. But these late shorters and those who had been shorting from higher up, who maybe hadn't paid themselves, these guys got liquidated to the tune of $143 million. And so we sit here with BTC and ETH up prettily over 10%, or just around 10%. So the losses from Wednesday have now been erased. It says here some 73% of traders were short the market, which is betting against a rise in prices. Hence, everyone was offside, all on one side of the boat. We see this time and time again. When too many people are in the same trade, the market just does the exact opposite. It tries to wreck as many people as possible. The market makers have all the cards and you're playing poker with them. It's a very dangerous game. So is the bottom in for crypto right now? This is Alex Kruger. He is a macro analyst and he is saying bottom is in for stocks in crypto. Top is in for precious metals. The market is telling you that. How things could get worse though? China invades Taiwan. Do note there were Chinese fighter jets flying over Taiwanese aerospace earlier today, so that cannot be chalked off right now. Russia invading more countries. They are pretty much taking the capital of Kiev, Ukraine right now. So I think this one is highly unlikely, but they have definitely advanced what they're doing. And then things could clearly get worse if nukes are involved. I don't even want to think about that situation right now. It's rather depressing. Barring those scenarios, the market has already priced in the worst case scenarios and brushed it off, hence this pump. So that's kind of his scenario here. This is what he's thinking. But one stock market that certainly hasn't seen the bottom yet is the Russian stock market. They've crashed 60% since February the 17th. 8 days, and this has occurred for those stock prices in Moscow. Pretty terrible stuff, and this is prior to them being removed from the SWIFT payment system, which looks like it's really on the cards right now. The S&P 500 is up though, so yeah, bottom could be in on a local basis, but I wouldn't call ultimate bottom. A lot of the macro analysts that I follow, Darius Dale, Macro Alf, for example, are saying, look, there's a lot of indicators flagging red right now, and this is not going to be pretty over the coming months, and we should strap in for further lower lows. So varying opinions out there right now. What are the big traders doing specifically with crypto? Here is Pentoshi's tweet from just earlier. So he's been bidding BTC once again, and he's now taking profit at level 1. So he set sells at these various levels, 38.5k, which has been hit. He's taken his profit there. Next up, 40.3k, which we're moving towards, and then 41.6k. He says that 40.7k is the summer range high, and looks like the market will get another stab at that on Bitcoin, and he's looking for 37.5 to 38K to hold over the weekend. So this red line here is the 40.7K region, and this essentially is where he's seeing us get some resistance from. Potential resolution could be a pullback and then further continuation to the yearly open at around 47.1, but playing this level by level, and I think that's the most sensible thing to do. You've got a very experienced trader here who is posting trades 200 Bitcoin in size, and he's posting for free all his information here on Twitter. So it's silly not to take this in and establish why he's got these levels up on the charts, and then utilizing this information to plan accordingly. So essentially he's saying he's taking profit between 38.5 and 41.6. So this leaves us very little wiggle room really in terms of getting in on this relief rally if we're not already in. So I've got cryptocurrencies already in the market, seen some nice appreciation on those, but as you know, and I stated the other day, I've got quite a lot of stables on hand. Previously I would have bid this level had it not been for the outbreak of war, just because there's too much volatility for me. But now the move has made the vast majority of the gains, and even if it does get to the top of the range around 41.6, say, somewhere at around here on the chart, I don't really want to get involved with just this little move, having missed the majority of it. So for me, taking this cautiously, any news headline right now could trigger a bigger sell-off in the markets, and we really don't know what's going to happen. You've got serious military action happening in Ukraine right now, and you've got to feel a capital city of Europe being taken by Russia. At some point, we may have to stand up and be counted and really get involved with the Ukrainians. Even seeing the likes of Vladimir and Vitaly Klitschko on the front line in Ukraine. Crazy, crazy times we're living in 2022. So sitting on your hands in cash and accruing a nice APY on Anchor is not a bad situation to be in for the majority. Now some price action here across the board. Interestingly, it's good to see the biggest bounces because some of these cryptocurrencies consistently are peaking up. As soon as we're getting a little bit of movement from Bitcoin, a few percent, these guys are up 4, 5, 6%. I would highlight this. Gala, Terra, and even Phantom down here are ones I've noticed time and time again just keep on picking up as soon as Bitcoin gets a little bit of wind behind it. Anchor protocol here is up 73% over the last week. Tokenomics change coming for this, hence we're seeing some real appreciation in the price. And then on the flip side to this, the top 100 generally is in the green after taking such a nasty nosedive over the previous 24 hours. So the only things down in the 0% or minus digits are stable coins at this point. So Polygon, the Matic token, is one of the more bullish tokens in the market right now, but this price chart is actually screaming lower high and a bear market rally to me. So the yellow line denotes an area of previous resistance, flipped support. On a few occasions here, it broke down and then was resistance once more. I did not sell my Matic there, but I was lucky to get a retest and I managed to sell around $2 on the second stab at this, and then it did fail and break down from here. I do intend on acquiring more Matic, but I do want to get lower prices. And at this moment in time, it looks like it's trying to get back up to around $1.60, somewhere around that white line there. But in all likelihood, from this kind of action here, it's probably going to get rejected from there. Each time it's wicked up to around 162, 160, now up to 156, and is not showing all that much strength. And this is one of the stronger alts that are out there. You're really picking from a small batch when you're looking for bullishness in the market right now. So I think for most people, trying to trade this is pretty damn difficult. You're either just sitting on your hands waiting for a resolution and praying for some future gains of your altcoins, or you're sat in stables, DCAing back into the market. And I think that's just a good strategy overall. You can see Luna here, pretty much the most bullish cryptocurrency there is. And I think this one's going to run into resistance here at around $69. So interesting to watch how this plays out over the weekend for the likes of Matic and Luna, some of my acid tests in the market right now. I've also marked out the summer/Q4 resistant flipped support area at around 35 to 37 bucks. This is essentially as low as I could see Luna going. If all hell does break loose, that is the kind of area I've mapped out as a bit of a mental model. Other coins not looking so rosy. A load of the Luna guys really going in on ADA here. So this is Remy. ADA's going to 10 cents or whatever it was in 2020. You can see ADA has had a huge sell-off. That market cap of over $90 billion was absolutely outrageous in retrospect. Luna is less than 3 billion away from toppling ADA, so we're going to see a flippening of sorts there. But one man who will not be stopped from being a Cardano bull is Dan Gambardello. This guy has a channel dedicated to Cardano. Now, as much as this guy is probably a very nice guy, back in 2017, 2018, this guy had a channel dedicated to Litecoin. So what he does is just essentially create a channel focused on one cryptocurrency only, so you can amass a huge audience, because you know this guy's going to deliver you all the damn updates. But when someone is continually bullish on a project like this, as it's selling off continually, you have to ask yourself, why would you follow someone like that? Not to shit on him or anything like that, but it's very important to follow correct people in these markets. And over the bearish trend, you can see the wood from the trees, the good traders from the bad, and the good informational sources from those who are just continual moon boys and essentially are just crypto marketers. So next up, we have Mars Protocol. We have the ending of phase 1 deposits in just a few hours here. Day 5 of 5, 7,378 people have participated so far. The numbers just keep going up. 83 million in UST deposits. That has literally been creeping up at least 500,000 every 10 minutes. Big interest for this lock drop, and I need to still participate, so I will be getting involved after this video is done. Really exciting for Mars and the Terra ecosystem right now. Things are really heating up, and we just had this. So LFG Terra, essentially these guys, Luna Film Guard, they're calling themselves, are creating a documentary on the Terra ecosystem. There was a full Twitter Spaces just earlier I jumped into, and as Danku posts, this was a quote directly from Do Kwon. We built some of the biggest protocols on Ethereum anonymously during DeFi Summer 2020, and that got us the basis to keep on with Terra. So any anonymous projects from that DeFi Summer could have been built by the Terra devs. How cool is that? So a little bit of alpha from the space there, and that really has got me thinking, which project could they have built? So drop a comment down below, which DeFi protocol was anonymously built by the Terra guys. So there we have it, a rundown of events over the last 24 hours and some of my thoughts on the market right now. Personally positioning myself a lot more risk off, just waiting to see what happens. I don't want to be aping in and then seeing a news flash that something bad has really happened and having to run to my PC every 5 minutes to close out positions. I'm not in for that kind of stress right now. There's too much waiting on news narrative and not fundamentals for me at this moment in time. So as ever, enjoy yourself a nice weekend. I'm sure I will too. And I will catch you guys again back here on Monday. Thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye.